to force the issue. Something had to give.
I think Glenn's a good manager. I think if the players can get a win today and they can kick it off like last year, it's a shame he's had to come down to the wire where he might get the sack.
I blame the players personally. I just think there's not enough effort, there's not enough will to win.
Glenn rode her out as far as I'm concerned. I don't think the board have got to back him more. He's got to give those players a bit of a,
Kick up the what?
Yeah, kick, yeah. They need a good kick. And they do, but I don't think he's the man to do it, and that's the truth.
What's wrong with Leeds at the moment? What's wrong with your club?
What's wrong with it? I just think they need time. It's all happened too quickly, too early, and they just need time. Venables needs time to settle down.
Venables inherited a good squad from O'Leary, but I think they just have to gel together under Terry. So I mean, it's unexplainable at the moment. So
there ain't no dedication at all. There's people like Lee Bowyer who won't sign a contract. If you don't want to sign a contract, you don't want to play for a club. He shouldn't be playing for the club.
We love our club. Teddy's there to do a job. If he can't take criticism, there to do. Off.
It's Kewell. Got a touch from Pearce, and Kewell has played Bowyer in. Leeds in front in the 11th minute. Di Canio. Bowyer giving chase. There's a touch from Backer. Finds its way clear, and the shot is only parried by Robinson. Di Canio scores. West Ham are level. And who else would begin the rescue act? Floated into the box, and Harry Kewell was all alone. Leeds are back in front. Hart swings one in left-footed. Eric Backer got a touch at it. Kewell! Harry Kewell's second of the day. Good leap from Lucic. Played back, but Mark Viduka will get there before James. The lucky ricochet, and here's Viduka. 4-1 Leeds. What a weekend it's been for the Aussies. Defoe. Lucic got to challenge it. Carrick has spread the play to Di Canio. This is a run into the area. Kelly goes in, Di Canio goes down, penalty. The leg was raised by Gary Kelly. Di Canio with the chance to reduce the deficit. Emphatically done, 4-2. It's going to be Schemmel to take the corner. And it's Trevor Sinclair who meets it. 4-3. There is hope for the Hammers. It's Ian Pearce who's going to attack the header. Oh, and he's inches away from an equaliser.
The last 5 and 10 minutes we were starting to hang on, yeah. You know, as I said, they then got the goals, but you know, we've got 3 points, and at this moment that's all I'm worried about.
You think you've plugged one hole and you've got to work on another part of the team, and lo and behold, you know, another leak appears somewhere else, and you're back to square one. Because just of late the defending overall hadn't been too bad. We'd really been struggling to score goals. Now we score 3 against Leeds United and we let in 4. It's just completely unacceptable.
Patience is the watchword, isn't it? In the Premiership for you and for everybody.
It is, but it's the one thing I don't think all round this game, not only the clubs, the players, but I don't think anyone's got any patience anymore, so that makes it a bit more difficult.
I'm extremely angry, and I've every right to be, and you know, so have our supporters. They were fantastic again today. They got behind the players all the way through, but particularly in the second half, and it was just a shame for them that we didn't get something out of the game.
And understandably furious, Glenn Roeder. I went along, as you probably gathered, to Upton Park yesterday, Barry, and sometimes you've got to give attackers credit, but the defending in the first half from West Ham was ludicrous.
Glenn Roeder, good defender in his career, all throughout his career, and that would have, well, I can only say it would have really upset him. Goodness knows what he said at half-time. I hope that he's blown his top, because it's scandalous the way they haven't defended. They're all over the place. There's no organisation, there's no communication, they're not working together. They're not picking up areas, they're not picking up men, they're not making challenges. It is down to players, it's not down to the manager.
The coach, whatever organisation he puts on the training field,
when they defend like that, you pay the price, and it's such a costly price that they're paying week in and week out at home at the moment. It's not just happened once, it's happening a number of times.
But if players were more accountable, nowadays the manager's the one who takes the brunt of all the criticism. If players aren't going to be accountable, whereby they know no matter what happens, I don't hear many noises coming about the players, it's all about the manager. And if players psychologically get that in the back of their minds, no matter what happens, I don't think they deliberately go out to underachieve, underperform, not try. But generally, if you really feel that you're not accountable for the results, then you see performances like that, and you see what happens to us.
Thomas Repke, you look at his performance, and no wonder he took him off at half time. He's going to get sent off anyway.
Yeah.
What's his response going to be? But if in the first 10-15 minutes, if he's having a shocker, sure, he's got to get himself together. He's an experienced pro.
And that is a bold move by the manager to take send half off at half time, having had a disastrous first half. And there was a response.
Well, he couldn't get any worse, I guess, was Glenn Roeder's view. But also, having said what you said, John, about players being accountable, at least Glenn Roeder will have thought in the second 45 minutes, Paolo Di Canio almost grabbed his team by the scruff of the neck, and maybe in the end has saved his manager's job for a week or two.
Well, Paolo at times can be too accountable.
Yeah.
He really, you know what Paolo's like. He's a passionate guy, he wears his heart on his sleeves. Yeah. But I think there are times when he goes too far. Sure. Because there are times in a situation, particularly like this, where you can see him here.
This is the 4-1 down
he's completely disgusted. Who's he disgusted with? His teammates? Is he disgusted with the manager, the whole situation? He cannot afford to do that. He plays the crowd very well, and this is the situation where the players have to come together. This is where the players have to be in it together, not I'm the one who cares, I'm the one who scored the goal, I mean it, I'm hungry, I'm passionate about it, and the others don't. The only way West Ham are going to get out of the situation is if they all pull together, rather than one player.
As a footballer, having said all that, and I've been quite critical of Paolo, I think Glenn would want 10 other Paolos there
because you've got to pull yourself
something
together.
to him as well.
But it has to happen in unison rather than one individual.
Rather than an individual, because this doesn't help. This doesn't help because the fans are looking at that. They'll be saying Paolo cares, maybe Glenn doesn't, maybe the other players don't.
Right. I must say though, it does matter when he's playing at Upton Park there, but there's been a number of occasions where he hasn't appeared away from home when they've needed him just as much.
Well, when he does get on the bus, because he doesn't like getting on the bus, he doesn't like those away games, I've seen him being an absolute disgrace. So the two faces of Paolo Di Canio, and that's what John's talking about.
Sure, so responsibility and accountability all the time.
Yes, the lads in the dressing room can respect Paolo Di Canio's ability, but not the fact that he's two-faced in the way who he shows it in front of.
But the problem at the moment, Rob, is not their away form, whether Paolo's there or not. It's their home form. If you look at the situation they're in,
and Paolo's always there at home.
Glenn would know
what
this
you
as
well.
say,
but in the bottom three, as a result of their home form.
No
but
wins.
It's so much worse than last year.
This season. I mean, play 7, won none, and Glenn would know more than anyone. Survival in the Premier League, win your home games, you nick your points away from home. You think of last season, they were unbelievable at Upton Park. I think as good as anybody in the league. And I'm talking about Liverpool, I'm talking about Arsenal, I'm talking about Manchester United. So Glenn knows his problems. He's got to address that problem at home, and whether it starts becoming psychological, whether it becomes a confidence thing, he's got to turn it around and turn it around quickly.
Of course, as we said earlier, how quickly things change. Suddenly the pressure altogether off Terry Venables and Leeds.